What's your name?
Allison.
And what year are you?
I'm a sophomore.
What's your major here?
Course 2, so mechanical engineering.
And where are you from?
I'm from Australia.
What's your name?
My name is Will Freudenheim.
And what do you study?
So I'm a graduate student in comparative media studies.
And where are you from?
I'm from Westchester, New York.
Okay. And what year are you?
So I'm a first year. So yes, this is the end of my first semester at MIT.
What's your name?
My name is Swoosh.
And what's your major?
I'm a course 2, which is mechanical engineering.
And what year are you?
I am a junior.
And where are you from?
I'm from South Florida, from Palm Beach.
What's your name?
Andrew.
And what year are you?
I'm a freshman.
And what's your major?
I'm thinking of course 2, which is mechanical engineering.
And where are you from?
I'm from Seattle, Washington.
What's your name?
I'm Maya.
And what do you study here?
Mathematics and computer science.
What year are you?
I'm a sophomore.
And where are you from?
Philadelphia.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, if you could rate your experience at MIT thus far, what would you give it?
I'm gonna go a 9. Yeah, it's been a pretty good experience so far. I really liked it. I mean, academically it's been challenging, but I've been very surprised with the people here. It's been like one of the best things I've seen. I was pretty worried coming here that it'd be kind of antisocial, but it's definitely not that, and that was good to see.
Good.
Ooh, I would give it maybe an 8 because there's room to grow next semester, room to find more people and fun.
Like an 8? I think I generally like it. Classes are hard, and obviously, and the weather's not fun for a Floridian, but besides that, I like it most of the time.
I would say it's a solid 9. It's been a lot of fun.
Pretty solid 9.5, yeah.
Wow, that's really high. Why the half point off?
Because sophomore year classes are kind of tough, but
Yeah.
I'm enjoying them, so.
Awesome. How's the first semester been so far?
It's been good. It's I'm from this coast, so the weather change is non-existent, but the shift to MIT as a culture. I came from a smaller school in undergrad, so being at a bigger institution has been exhilarating and exciting, and just the whole community has been wonderful.
Do you have a most memorable experience from your time here thus far?
Ooh, I don't know. I'm on the rowing team, and each year we go to Florida, and that's one of the times when you have no academic stress, and you really get to see some of the people that come to MIT, and you're just like, whoa, people here are so cool, and they're just good times. So I think that was one of the really good opportunities I had here.
On Halloween, I was standing up actually in this room on the second floor looking down, and I saw, I think, 3 people in dinosaur costumes attacking an unsuspecting, possibly tourist, and witnessing that was wonderful.
I guess the club that has been most impactful to my development here has been my fraternity. So I'm going to be the president of the fraternity next year, and coming in freshman year, I was not someone who was I think enough of a leader or outgoing enough to ever think I would be in that role. And I feel like I've been able to grow a lot.
I mean, the most memorable part is just all the people. Meeting new people. They do a great job at the beginning of the year with all the exploration events, all of the residence hall explorations, all of the brush for Greek life, all that stuff. It's a great opportunity to meet new people.
In terms of outside of the classroom learning opportunities, are there research opportunities, study abroad? What is that like?
Yeah, there's a ton of opportunities here for that. So, I mean, there's this thing called MISTY, which pretty much funds trips for you to go work overseas, which is so cool. And then there's UROPs, which are basically just undergraduates working for professors to get some experience in a research-based industry, I guess. And that's been cool. I've done a UROP, which was a good experience.
Absolutely. I mean, I think I'm just, I'm still adjusting, so I have a sense that is incredibly possible. And I'm still kind of myself learning about what those opportunities are, but I have this overwhelming sense that there's an unlimited range of ways that you can extend your learning.
Yeah, I've done a few different UROPs, which are the undergrad research positions here. I took one class in the EAPS department, which we took a field trip to Bermuda for that, and that was a lot of fun.
Wow.
And I've had a few other abroad opportunities through things like MISTY and D-Lab. And yeah, I think having that sort of global experience is also a really cool part of my MIT experience, at least.
Yeah, I'm gonna do an internship this summer, but also there's I've done a couple UROPs, and the club I'm doing, we're just doing projects in VR outside of the class, and so it's yeah, you can get out of the class and do whatever really.
What makes it worth it for you to be here when classes get stressful?
I guess just thinking about how an MIT education prepares me to have like a bigger impact on the world long term, both in terms of having that like technical knowledge that you get from an MIT education, and also like the soft skills that I've been able to acquire, not necessarily through classes, but also through like extracurriculars, and then just the network of people that you get to know here.
How do you like the location of MIT?
It's so good. Being able to walk straight into Boston is so convenient. That's like one of the best things about it. It's being right here in the city. You can just also drive like 2 hours. You got hiking, skiing, snowboarding, and yeah, so it's a really good location.
It's been great. I've loved exploring Cambridge and getting to know Boston so far. I come from the New York area, so it's both smaller, which has been really nice to just like feel like I can learn the city and like get a sense of it just in these few months, while there's still being like a lot more to like learn and a lot more people and environments to discover.
MIT is great. I love that it's so close to downtown Boston. It's like a 15-minute bike ride into the heart of North End. But since we're not actually in downtown Boston, it's more of like a small town feel. Like you can walk out at night and you're not in a big city. It's a small town, but you're so close to so much stuff.
How do you meet your friends? Is there Greek life or through clubs, classes?
So I think there's a few ways. So I am in a sorority, so there's a big Greek life here, which also surprised me. Definitely thought it would not have that, but it does. And then there's also sports is a good way. So like I met a lot of people through the rowing team, which is like a lot of my close friends are on that. And then I think also just like in your classes, like and in your dorms as well. Like I know some of the dorms have a lot of like culture in them, and so you'll have a lot of friends with the floor, like people on your floor.
So there are freshman pre-orientation programs, and those are a really good opportunity for you to get to know a group of people really well before you get to campus. And then I also met people through clubs, through the residence hall exploration events during Rex. I met some people there that I still hang out with. And then just through all of your activities, you meet people in classes and you see them around, and then you end up being really good friends with them.
What extracurriculars are you involved in?
I do club volleyball and VR club.
Is Greek life pretty big here?
Yeah, I think about 50%. It might be like decreasing a little bit in recent years. So 45 to 50% of undergrads are in Greek life, at least for males. I think it's a similar number for females as well.
Do most students live on campus here?
Yeah.
For all 4 years?
I think they said it's like 70% live on campus all 4 years. It's like really high. But there are a lot of people move to frats.
And as a technical institution, how prevalent are the arts and humanities here?
They're better than you would think, but like it's definitely very few people will major in it, I would say. So there's a lot of people that do enjoy it and do a minor or sometimes double major in it, and they're always like is artsy and people are around, but I think most people are technically focused. But there is an emphasis on it here. Like the opportunities are good. We have a good humanities program. I learned that we are second in the nation.
Wow.
On orientation for languages.
So my program definitely is in the humanities, so I would say for sure. I guess I'm coming from the perspective of like trying to extend my humanities study into STEM a little bit more, which is partly why I'm here. I think that MIT definitely fosters like communication between the two. There's always room for more collaboration, but I think that the space already exists for sure.
It is pretty tech focused, but there's also definitely a realization and an emphasis on needing some soft skills in the humanities, arts, communications, to make the most of your technical knowledge. But it does feel a lot of times like the humanities and arts are also there to like supplement tech.
They're definitely very prevalent. Everyone takes a HAS class, humanities, arts, and social sciences, pretty much every semester. So I'm in a music class. I have friends in a philosophy class. And so there's a lot of opportunities to explore the arts and the literature and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I think like also the fact that we have the required HAS classes like really makes it like you can't really get out of doing humanities, and so it's kind of, at least for me, since I'm like currently still doing those, it's like half my day.
How's the workload? Is it manageable or pretty overwhelming?
It's definitely hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of work, but it's really supportive here. You can always find an upperclassman that's willing to help, or another freshman that you can work and grind and study into the night with. So it's hard, but there's a lot of resources.
Do you find the workload to be manageable, or is it pretty difficult?
You can do it right, I guess. Like if you don't try to overload yourself, it's possible for it to stay manageable. But like if you overestimate your abilities, then it gets so.
Right. So do you like the required classes?
Yeah, I enjoy them. It's like a nice break from the coding and stuff.
If you could change one thing about MIT, what would it be, if anything?
I think there is like times when it like there's a lot on it one week, and that's stressful. Like you'll just be like, cool, like I don't have that much time to socialize and get that really good balance. I mean, you can always make it work, but there's definitely times when there's this huge academic, like we have so many exams, but it makes you stronger if you get out the other end, so
Totally.
Not too much to change.
More 24-hour access to library spaces would be a good one.
The way Course 6 handles their students, I think they
The way who?
Course 6 or computer science like treats homework and stuff. I feel like they could be a little more understanding and like not make classes so hard.
Where would I find you on a typical Friday or Saturday night?
On a typical Friday or Saturday night, you would probably find me either studying or at my fraternity.
Probably over at one of my friends' dorms, like playing video games or like going bowling. We do that a lot.
So do you have any piece of advice for students applying to MIT, specifically in graduate programs?
I think like showing a range of interests is always really valuable, and like everybody applying to MIT for the most part is going to be an expert in something. And like obviously it's important to expose that, but also like showing that you can do a lot of different kinds of things and are able to work with different kinds of people, I think is really valuable.
Okay, so if you could go back and do it all again, do you think you'd still go to MIT?
Yes. Yeah.
Yep, for sure. It's the only place I applied to for graduate school. It's the only
Wow.
place I wanted to go, so that's why I'm here.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it, and the math department's really cool. So.
Well, everyone, it started snowing here at MIT School of Management. That's what people have to say about MIT. Thanks for watching.